Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, tmosso@thewatchbox.com. It's in the description below, the direct purchase and pricing question line from you to me and my hand-picked crew for your questions about this or any watch you see here on Watchbox Reviews. tmosso@thewatchbox.com. And today we are discussing the post-2012 Lange Sohne Grand Lange 1. 40.9 millimeters in rose gold. This timepiece measures 9.5 millimeters thick, and from lug to lug, it measures a reasonable 49 millimeters. The spacing between the lugs is a universal 20 millimeter size, so you'll have a world of aftermarket and OEM 20 millimeter size options. A medium brown alligator leather strap with a folded edge, a monotone stitch, and as you can see on the underside, a brown calfskin, completely unmarred. It's a new Lange factory strap, uncrimped, ungouged. A pin buckle of extraordinary quality. No one does it better than Lange. As you can see, the pin buckle features a handsome polish and outer faceting, but it also features a elevated bridge structure, so you can see the two pins on the side and then the bridge above them, with the result that the strap actually sits inside the buckle rather than under it, avoiding thickness on the wrist. There's also the retaining bar internally, so if you're like me and you strap the watch down to the smallest hole, or you even make smaller holes, a lot of times you can find that the watch doesn't want to come off your wrist. So this little retaining bar prevents the pin from getting pinned on the strap when it's on a smaller wrist. The case band is familiar, the lugs are stepped out dramatically, the pusher is actually curved to match the contour of the case. Attention to detail is excellent. All high polish, and of course we have some strong horizontals formed by the junction of the case back, the mid case, and the bezel. The bezel is domed and shallow, and the dial is made of sterling silver. Now it is sterling 925, and then it's galvanized to create this lighter white silver that you see here. The timepiece features all applique indices as well as rose gold Roman numeral quarters. You have rose gold alpha style hands for the power reserve indicator as well as the hours and the minutes. Sunken sub registers for the hours, minutes, and seconds to add a little bit of an extra focal plane to the dial. Satin finished. And then there is a golden frame around the double digit date, which features a pusher adjuster of exceptional tactile quality, almost as attractive as the pusher feel of a datograph. They come from the same core genus, the Lange original ancestor, the pocket watch. The timepiece that you see right here also features a 3-day power reserve scale. As you can see, it is a 72-hour power reserve, so as you wind it, it moves relatively quickly, but the twin barrel 3-day power reserve pays you back with long legs. Now, in addition to the quick set system for the date, you have a hacking or stop seconds function for the seconds to set the watch precisely to a reference time. Turn it all over, and then you have caliber L0951. It's a larger movement, over 34 millimeters in diameter, that was designed specifically for the new Grand Lange 1. Previously, they had simply used an ill-suited original L90 caliber from the standard 38.5 millimeter Lange 1. So it beats away at 21,600 vibrations per hour. It has twin mainspring barrels as mentioned, and of course it's adjusted in 5 positions like a chronometer would be, 42 jewels, and handsomely executed. Let's talk about the finishing traditions of Lange. Most of what we call German watch finish tradition today has been established by Lange since 1994. You have the 3/4 style bridge, which is designed to reference vintage Saxon pocket watches. You have jewels, as you can see, set in golden chaton that are held in place with fire-blued screws, kiln-oxidized blued screws, because during the pocket watch era, manufacture wasn't quite to the tolerances it is today, and it was difficult to set gems directly into bridges and plates. So those would be drilled, precision gold chaton would be created, the jewels would be pressed into the chaton, and then fixed into the bridge with the screws. You can also see there's engine turning on the base plate, there is freehand engraving, let me see if I can get it in focus. There is freehand engraving on the half bridge. This is done manually with a burin and no guide or engine. So no two of these are exactly alike. There's black polish on the case clamp screws, as well as the swan's neck regulator and the cover to the escape wheel, and then there is a mirrored anglage. You can really see it glowing on the edge of the bridge for the 4th wheel right here, and it's the same for all of the bridges. They have glinting and gleaming mirrored edges, a mirrored anglage done without the aid of a machining wheel, but with hand tools alone. Finally, of course, we have the combination of the black polished and the fired blue screws and German silver, that golden hued material used to create the bridges and plates. It is a nickel copper zinc alloy as would have been used in the pocket watch era, and it's the copper that gives it that golden tone as opposed to Swiss silvered rhodium plated brass. This is a watch that represents a larger and more wearable Lange icon. 40.9 millimeters, the post 2012 Grand Lange 1 is a handsomely proportioned and properly powered icon of one of the great modern high horology manufacturers. I think it's time to break up the Swiss Holy Trinity, or at the very least, make it a quartet. Guess who I plan on entering in the competition, and guess who I back as the horse to win. A Lange Sohne, the best of high horology. Email tmosso@thewatchbox.com.